question. I know what you said. So, please, you must withdraw that and ask your question.
Honorable Chief
for the records. Speaker.
Honorable Chief Whip,
yes.
let's be a bit tolerant.
No, we are tolerant.
This is subjective. So that's the way he is thinking. So let's
Mr. Speaker, but these things, they go into the records. They go into the records.
Let's be a bit tolerant.
You must not be encouraged, Mr. Speaker, especially when he's assuming the role as available leadership.
Okay. Honorable Professor.
Mr. Speaker, if I did say anything wrong and he points it out to me, I'll humble myself to, ask you to expunge it. God said that what my senior said. That was why. So if I misunderstood him and you don't attention to it, I'll yield. And so senior, if you could clarify what you said, so that I'll come back to say that, yes.
Yes, Minister. He's giving you an opportunity to clarify, because that is his understanding. That's why I said it's subjective, the way people may also.
You see, Mr. Speaker, there are popular campaign issues that finds expression in the manifestos of political parties. If you take Metro Mass Transport, like it or not, you have to credit President J. Kufuor for Metro Mass Transport. I'm saying on authority that John Dramani Mahama will be remembered for initiating and implementing the no fee stress as a social intervention policy, including the Mahama case and many others. I thank you.
Yes.
I thank Minister for clarifying what I thought he said earlier on. But I want to plead with the minister and the ministry and the government that we should make sure that, because it is a no fee stress policy, the idea is that we don't want to put the students under stress when it comes to payment of fees. So if we can ensure that they get the monies early before they start the program, otherwise going to get a loan for you to be reimbursed will still put you under the stress that we don't want them to go through. So this is some suggestion I want to put before the respected former leader, Minister for Education. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Speaker, very good advice. Early and timely release of the money, particularly at the beginning of the academic year, September, October, would be more productive than delays in its releases. I've shared same with the Honorable Minister for Finance. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yes, Honorable Efia.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, coming from Efia, where we have the Takoradi Technical University, the Minister visited some time ago, not long ago. Mr. Speaker, the reality is we have a lot of students currently in school who have not been validated nor had their fees paid to them. And it's a regular concern. Per the data that the minister gave, he didn't give us indication as to the number of students currently in year 1 or year 2, either from the 2024-25 academic year or 2025-26 academic year, which is outstanding, and when they intend to complete the validation and get their fees paid. So I want to find out from the Honorable Minister, what is the ministry doing to pay for those who have still not been validated and those whose fees have not been paid for the 24 and 25 academic year? I thank you, Mr.
Yes,
Speaker.
Honorable Minister.
Speaker, thank you very much. I was with the Honorable Member at the Takoradi Technical University, where again he was there when we gave assurances that into 2027 the GET Fund will make a minimum allocation of 10 billion to support each of the technical universities across the country, total 100 million. Mr. Speaker, we would honor that. There is no outstanding obligation in respect of no fee stress for 2024, 2025, 2025, 2026. The Honorable Minister for Finance has made releases adequately to the student loan trusts, which is executing the no fee stress and the free tertiary education for persons with disability. What we do is just authentication. Are you the real student? Are you a student of this particular institution? And more importantly, are you a first year student? When that is satisfactory, then payment is done. So the Honorable Minister of Finance have made adequate releases to the student loan trust, and they are currently disbursing. Thank you.
Honorable, I've given you one slot. Okay.
Just to tell the Honorable Minister that I would get back to him after I've gotten those concerns, and I'll bring it to your attention. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Well, thank you, honorable members. So we turn to question 324. Question 324. A member from Equiapim North, Honorable Samuel Ewuku.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I have the authority from honorable member, and with your kind permission, to ask. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise to ask the Minister for Education the steps the ministry is implementing to address the infrastructural deficit inherent in special needs schools in Equiapim North constituency. That's school for the blind and school for the deaf.
Respectfully, Honorable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, let me thank you very much for the opportunity. The government has decided to, from the 1st of July 2026, implement another social intervention of free education for all persons with special needs and with supportive assistive devices. Accordingly, Mr. Speaker, in the Get Farm formula of 2026, an amount of 100 million Ghana cedis was allocated for that purpose. I was in Akropong for their anniversary celebration and will follow up to deal with it. Mr. Speaker, under the Star J program, we have funding to construct 2 special needs education across the country. We are looking at some location in the Kintampo district and one in Ho in the Volta region to benefit from those special needs facilities. Whilst we will rehabilitate the Aquapim school the honorable member have mentioned. I thank you.
Thank you very much. My sister, any supplementary question?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. No supplementary.
Thank you. Thank you.
Grateful.
Thank you. So, honorable members, we turn to question 397. 397. That is a member from Talensi, Honorable Daniel Dun Mahama. Yes, Daniel.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity. I would like to ask the Minister of Education, when Borogatanga Senior High School, located in Winkugu, in the Talensi district, be first.
Yes, Minister.
Mike. Mr. Speaker, thank you very much. Borogatanga Senior High School was founded in 1970 in Zwarungu. The school started with a student population of 75 and a teaching staff strength of 3 with 8 supporting staff at the time. Due to lack of space for expansion, the school in 1976 was relocated to its current located Winkugu, which is its current location. The school currently has a total student population of 2,528 with a teaching staff strength of 176, 52 non-teaching staff. The school, since moving to its current location, does not have a fence wall. Mr. Speaker, the need to construct a fence wall for the school cannot be overemphasized, as the school is open to Bolga Tamale Highway and therefore it poses danger to students, teachers, and even workers in the area. The ministry will prioritize the project. Subject to the availability of funds, we'll see what we can do to construct the wall. Mr. Speaker, in that area, the conflict in that area has affected even the presence of teachers and has affected the quality of teaching and learning. Therefore, priority will be given to that area if we have some investment to make to expand infrastructure for education in the enclave. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Daniel, any supplementary question?
Oh, I thank the minister for this quick response. Thank you.
Very well. So, honorable members, from Talensi, let's move to Bekwai. Bekwai. Yes, Bekwai. Honorable Ralph Upokwe-Desai.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I have the authority of the honorable member of Bekwai to ask this question on his behalf. With your leave.
Yes, I'm giving the general, the omnibus permission, okay. So just go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise to ask the Minister for Education what interventions are in place to expand digital learning tools and reliable internet access to public schools in rural and peri-urban areas.
Yes, Honorable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, let me thank you for the opportunity to respond to the question of Honorable Ralph Upokwe, member for Bekwai. The future of education is digital education and building digital skills. The ministry recognizes the significance of the emerging digital age, and therefore teaching and learning across all levels of education and across all segments of our society, be it rural or urban, must benefit from digital education infrastructure. But Mr. Speaker, the truth is that since the early 50s and 70s, our schools were not built anticipating the digital broadband internet infrastructure. It was just bricks and mortar and then a window and a door. Now it's important that into the future, when we are building a school, we make room for internet availability and its connectivity. So the ministry currently has what we call the Center for National Distance Learning and Open Schooling, CENLOS, which is responsible for driving our digital education agenda. In the light of this, I'll be going to Cabinet and subsequent to Parliament for its formal establishment under an Act of Parliament. The ministry through CENLOS is actively implementing targeted interventions to improve digital literacy among schools in deprived regions, particularly to ensure equitable preparation for the BEC. So, Mr. Speaker, as I announced earlier, currently we are revising curriculum from kindergarten to junior high school, and accordingly we want to introduce electronics, robotics, coding, and artificial intelligence at the basic foundational learning in order that our young learners will be equipped with it at a very tender early age. That is being done, and that will require some financial resources to get it done. I expect that NACA, for which the ranking member for education works so closely with, will complete the revision, submit it for policy consideration, and I'll come back to Parliament for a revised curriculum. Mr. Speaker, one of the objectives of the revised curriculum is to let Ghanaian learners know teamwork and learn patriotic values. You say you want to fight corruption. Ethical values must be taught at the basic foundational learning, and matters of financial literacy. We'll introduce all that into the revised curriculum, Mr. Speaker. So we'll work with CENLOS to get many of this done. We have the iBox, which was initiated by the previous government, and we currently one laptop per student, which was done for a category and number of teachers. There is a dedicated opportunity for laptop for students at the free senior high school level. I've asked them to elevate the distribution to ensure that every student deserving of it has it, because the curriculum is inbuilt in it. We've zero rated it and it's ongoing across the country. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much. Yes, Honorable.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and the Minister for his answer. If the Minister may come back again, we want to have some concrete measures as to how this expansion of digital learning is going to be done in the rural and the peri-urban areas. And from what we've seen in the Ministry of Education, most of the thing is about allocation, and none is being implemented. So we want the minister to tell us how. Because, Mr. Speaker, now digital skills is like literacy and numeracy, which is going to be basic in our learning, whether in TVET education or in grammar education. So we don't want this disparity and the inequality that has existed to continue as a country. Just here, a couple of days ago, we talked about the African child. And these are some of the things that if we don't become conscious and deliberate about it and implement, but just mention figures without committing to it, it won't help. So how would the minister, one, tell us how is he going to do this expansion? Because I've looked at the answer and we don't see the figures. We're just talking about 1 or 2 schools, and that is not what we are looking at. And also, what commitment?
Yes, Minister.
Mr. Speaker, I believe that every ministry implements policies and interventions subject to budgetary allocation made available to it. Within those budgetary constraints, we'll prioritize investment in digital education. I've said that we have to revise curriculum. I'm sure the young learners here would have loved to have tablets so that they themselves can begin to use it and learn with it. As a country, we need to invest more on digital education infrastructure. There are many schools in Ghana which are not even connected to electricity, let alone connected to the internet. How are you going to have access? But technology have improved, and there is now what we call offline grades of some of these tablets. They don't need electricity connectivity. They may be able to do it. We have just signed a memorandum of understanding with Google, which was narrowed to language, mother tongue language, and I asked Google to expand it to the 12 official languages of Ghana, and they committed that they will do that. They are working very closely with the University of Ghana and the University of Science and Technology in expanding investment on AI-related technology to facilitate digital learning. So, Mr. Speaker, we will do our best within the constraints of budget. I thank you.
Thank you very much. Honorable members, we are now moving to Atigya Kwabre South on question 421 by Honorable Damata Ama Apienima Salah. But before then, kindly indulge me to acknowledge our visitors at the public gallery. We have Mount Olives Baptist School, They are here being led by Victor Hodonu, who is a teacher, and the school is located in the Adentan constituency, and your number is 50. The second school is Cornerstone Preparatory Vadpo. They are here being led by Stephen Dobre, who is also a teacher, and the school is located in the North Dai constituency. North Dai constituency, and their number is 63. The third school is in Indalin Montessori School. Indalin Montessori School. They are also here being led by Stephen Saba, who is the head teacher, and the school is located in the Abrikuma North constituency. Abrikuma North constituency, and your number is 44. The last but not the least school is Right to Dream Academy. Right to Dream Academy. They are also here being led by Samuel Kweku, who is a teacher, and the school is located in the Sojaman constituency. A Sojaman constituency, and your number is 25. All of you here as visitors are students, and incidentally you have the Minister for Education on the floor answering questions about education. So I believe you are happy to have your minister on the floor answering questions. So you are welcome. We wish you a pleasant stay in Parliament, and we wish you well. Go and study hard so that tomorrow when we are not here, you come and take over from us. So, question 421. Honorable Member for Fijakwabre South, Honorable Damata Ama Apienima Salam. Honorable, you have the floor now. The Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise to ask the Minister for Education what steps the ministry is taking to address the exclusion of Tewu Ghana from University Governing Councils per, in quote, JTEX Tewu TUC only directive, and how the ministry intends to ensure fair dialogue and industrial harmony. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, respectfully, Mr. Minister.
Mr. Speaker, let me thank the Honorable Damata for the question, and to respond that I won't accept that there's exclusion. We are implementing legislation, and the Teachers and Educational Workers Union, Tewu Ghana, is a national trade union representing non-teaching personnel in the education sector, affiliated with the Trade Union Congress Ghana. They advocate for fair labor conditions, improve welfare and professional development of education support staff across all institutions of Ghana. Mr. Speaker, what happened was a breakaway of one of the Tewu groups from Tewu TUC, and they now insisting on the right that on the governing council, don't limit it to Tewu TUC, but Tewu Ghana. But once the legislation is not revised, Mr. Speaker, it puts us in a difficulty. What I did as minister was to write to GTEC to give me institutional representation per the law. Then, Mr. Speaker, when I went to the University for Development Studies to inaugurate their council, I was greeted with a major protest by Tewu. And then for Kwame Nkrumah University of Technology, they even embarked on a strike action to protest. Mr. Speaker, I'm advised that the matter is currently before the National Labour Commission for determination, and therefore I would stay further comment on it. In accordance with the directives of the Commission, the Teachers and Educational Workers Union of Ghana have been instructed to engage and work with the National Labour Officer to facilitate the resolution of the matter. We acknowledge the contribution of Tewu to the effective administration and smooth running of our public universities. Their role in non-teaching and technical support remains critical to tertiary education delivery. So, Mr. Speaker, my advice is that when we come next, I'll be here. When we come next on any legislation, Parliament should guide us in couching the words, who represents that category of workers. For us, we respect freedom of association and will continue to uphold that right of workers. I thank you.
Thank you very much. Honorable, any supplementary question?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The minister mentioned the ministry's engagement with the key stakeholders. I would like to know from the minister that if there are timelines as far as this problem is concerned, or this engagement is concerned.
Yes, Honorable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, I don't have the specific legislation here, but Parliament assisted us to pass a new legislation for the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. Knowing that this problem existed, Parliament helped us cure it by defining who represents the worker union, both senior staff and junior staff. And into the future, that is the model we would adopt. The difficulty is that once it is in the law, you have to show fidelity and respect to the provisions of the law. They have not been happy with me at all as minister, and they have protested very strongly, and they don't want exclusion. For us, it deepens and betters the government of those universities. For our administration, university councils are significant vehicles for the effective running of those institutions of higher learning. We don't interfere at the ministerial level what happens at the councils of the universities, save they are subject to regulatory oversight by the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. There's no further supplementary.
Thank you, my sister.
I'm grateful to the minister. Thank
you, my sister. So let's turn to question 423. Question 423. A member from Himine Lower Dentura, Honorable Lawrence Agyensam.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise to ask the Minister for Education when the ministry plans to supply no, he's giving omnibus.
Honorable members, earlier on, when we started, I gave that omnibus bellway, yes. So, Honorable, may go on.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. The Chief Whip is heckling a first timer. Mr. Speaker, I rise to ask the Minister for Education when the ministry plans to supply the following schools with student desks, tables, and chairs. 1. Himine Secondary Technical School. And 2. Jukwa
Mr. Speaker, the ministry acknowledges the challenge of insufficient furniture in many schools across the country, which is affecting teaching and learning, and then the furniture deficit in our